Welcome to the Yukon and North 61. So, get ready for hunting season, and got my 30-06. I think it's shooting again. So, I've been thinking about 30-06 versus 280 AI. So, I've got this Weatherby backcountry tie, 4.9 pound rifle, still under 6 pounds scoped and strapped, and it's in 280 AI. And I've got my Forbes 24B, which is a 5 3/4 pound rifle, which is about 6 3/4 pounds, under 7 for sure, strapped and scoped. As pictured, this has got a Vortex Razor 1.5 to 8. This has got a Vari X2 3 to 9 long range reticle, G4 reticle. Love that G4 reticle. So how do the calibers themselves compare?
God damn. There we go.
Because the 280 AI is loaded to high pressure and has that little bit of an increase in case capacity, it shoots bullets the same weight as the 30-06, the same speed. The difference is a 150 grain 7mm bullet has a better ballistic coefficient, better sectional density than the same weight of bullet 30-06, and that results in a little bit flatter shooting. It also results in better wind resistance to the bullet. So as a long range cartridge, the 280 AI is somewhat superior. The 30-06 has the ability to shoot 220 grain bullets, 240 grain bullets. 7mm ends up with 175. 170 partitions are a good bullet, but this 30-06 is bison legal in the Yukon, whereas 280 AI is not. So there's a bit of versatility. There's also a bit, in my experience shooting, I think a bigger caliber makes a difference. There's better energy transfer, so the 30 caliber will beat a 7mm, all other things being equal, and these have about the same energy levels. Now in reality, this 30-06, because I've had it a little longer, I've done a lot of load development, I'm getting 150 grain bullets at 3,050 feet per second with good accuracy. The 280 AI, I seem to be getting the best accuracy with 150 grain bullets at 2,900. So that means I've got 150 foot per second deficit. Now, I could make that up by reloading, but those are the best accuracy so far that I've found. It could go the other way too. So even with that, because of the enhanced ballistic coefficient, by the time you get out to 540 yards, which I was shooting at today, the drop is very similar, and the wind drift is actually better with the 280 AI because of even with that less speed, because of the advantage of ballistic coefficient. So it's interesting. So I'm taking the 280 AI lighter rifle. I know it's shooting really well. I've shot it a lot. So this is a typical 400-yard group. So I don't know if you can see that well, but that's 3 inches, under 3 inches. So that's a 3/4 MOA right out to 400 yards. And I'm equally adept with hitting the rams at 540. The interesting thing is, I had a little difficulty there. I didn't fully understand, because you start getting a looping trajectory at really long range with any cartridge, but these cartridges for sure. If I look at the 280 AI at 2,900 feet per second, it is shooting a full 10 inches lower between 500 and 540 yards. So if I'm thinking those 540 yard rams are 500 yards away, I'm going to be shooting 10 inches off. And that's enough to miss or wound something. So the laser rangefinders are very, very important. And also getting a good idea of how the rifle is actually shooting. So I've started to shoot this rifle enough that I'm feeling very confident to about 500, 540 yards with no wind. With the wind, I'm going to cut back to 300 yards if it was a really heavy wind. I like the extra wind bucking ability. A 30-06, you can get longer bullets with good ballistic coefficient, but then you lose some speed. So better at distance, better for big mean stuff. 30-06 is hard to beat. It's so all around. But I'm going to concentrate on the 280 AI. I've got this long range reticle. Everything is shooting right on. So it's a little bit high at 200. It's on at 300, on at 400, on at 500 with the picket. The two dots are on at 300 and 400. I like the G4 reticle better, but I'm not going to fool around changing scopes right now. Maybe over the year I will, but right now I'm going to stick with what I got. So they're two very, very similar calibers, very same energy levels. This Ackley improved with the improved cylinder, or the improved case shape, slightly greater capacity, loaded to a little higher pressure, means that you start to make grounds on the 30-06, and they shoot, according to the Nosler reloading guide, they shoot the same weight bullets about the same speed. So in that case, for long range, Ackley, heavy game, 30-06. Since I'm going for long range, smaller game, I'm going 280 Ackley. I'll never look back. Thanks for watching.